Episode 6 of Tomb of Annihilation. And last session you successfully raided the Camp Righteous, the camp that had been destroyed by undead. The Order of the Gauntlet has moved out, you discovered. They've moved further upriver to Camp Vengeance. While you were in Camp Righteous, you entered a temple, the Temple of the Crocodile Man. Temple, and you managed to escape with a glittering golden prize, a alchemy jug capable of producing oodles of mayonnaise and water, which I guess is useful stuff. So as we left last session, you were paddling away ferociously with a hail of arrows splashing, piercing the water around you, and you, round a bend in the river, you can still hear the goblins behind you howling in anger at your escape, and the sounds of fighting as the goblin tribe appear to be fighting amongst themselves. Vilona doesn't say anything. I've got the wrong NPC. Wrong NPC. Undrel will look at you and shakes her head. I'm glad we all survived, but I am uneasy about leaving those creatures behind. They might attack other travellers. Perhaps we could rest up and hunt them tomorrow?
It is possible, but I think we should get you to Camp Vengeance first. They will stay within the jungle.
Yeah, I think at least someone needs to stock up on some supplies.
They will not be difficult to track down.
True, and these missives I have are undoubtedly important to Commander Niles.
If he, in fact, survived the sacking of Camp Righteous, who would be his replacement if he did not?
That I do not know, I'm afraid. I just have this for Commander Niles Breakbone. Hopefully, I'm sure Tom will have guided him and he will still be alive.
Well, they were respectful to the Temple of Upteo, so perhaps he will shine upon them as well.
Yes.
Regardless, we'll probably be heading back this way, so we could deal with
Yes, rivers are notorious for only providing you with one route, so...
And it's possible your commander may know where these evil creatures lurk, anyway. So.
Yes, it seems they've been here for a while. They must have learned something. Yeah, you are right, Glimmet. Very well, I bow to your much better judgment, and again I thank you for agreeing to continue onwards. I know the agreement was to take me to Camp Righteous. It was very good of you to complete my mission and help me all the way to Camp Vengeance.
I thought our mission was to bring you to Camp Righteous.
Think nothing of it, Andrew.
Well, it is getting late. It'll soon be dark. I imagine we should try and find somewhere safe away from here to camp for the evening.
How far away is it? Could we make it to the camp if we hurry?
Not with the remaining light tonight. I think it will take us a little longer.
We've only seen these dead creatures on.
What's
Where?
Apologies,
Land?
sorry, Barling, go ahead.
I said we only see these creatures on land, so we could sleep in the water, can't we?
We would have to probably lash the boats together, and yes, a watch would be required. At least two people, because we would need to it would need somebody to continually row. They would be very tired tomorrow.
Oh, it's always problems when I talk to make a plan.
Well, we are going upstream. It's not your fault. It is the river.
Well, my unseen servant couldn't row. I mean, He would need to be guided.
Can he row when you're sleeping?
Yes, I think. Oh, hang on. How long does it last?
Limit desperately flicks through his spellbook. Oh no, shit! Concentration, bastard. Hopefully not.
Only lasts an hour. Never mind.
It was a good idea. If we row for a few hours, I'm sure we will get far enough away, and if we camp on the western bank, we should be safe from the goblins.
Okay, make me a survival check, please, Navigator.
Right, hang on. I need to remind myself we are still in the jungle. My ability's changed, so I just need to double check if I get advantage on this or not.
On the water. Yep.
Also, while you're there, if you want to check, because you said there was a bonus to travel distances, I think. You can check that as well while you're there.
Well, then the main thing is, with me guiding us, we don't get slowed down in difficult terrain and stuff like that. So, and we can move at full speed without losing, or I can travel at full speed without losing pace.
Okay.
Aha. Yes. You don't get more pace if you're in a boat, though. It's only on land you move faster, isn't it?
No, it's just I get double proficiency bonus,
Alrighty.
which is still cool. Skill, survival, click that to get 2. Roll it. And then put it back to normal proficiency. There you go, 18.
You could perhaps build 2 versions of the skill, maybe, like add a new one onto your skill sheet and call it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then I don't have to adjust it each time.
Yeah, up to you. It's your sheet, however's easier.
Makes sense.
Well, that's pretty damn good. Okay, so you'll continue on for a couple of hours, about an hour and a half, and you find somewhere that looks a decent place to camp. There's a sort of clearing and an area which looks sort of dry, or as dry as you get for this sopping wet jungle. Everything's wet here, generally. During the okay, you'll set up the camp, and if somebody would be so kind as to make me a d20 roll, please. First one wins.
There you go.
Alright, so as you're setting up camp, Undrel Silvertux appears to take something of an interest around the campfire and warbling, and she will sort of lean towards you and say, your accent seems strange, warbling. I do not recognise it. From what land do you hail?
Oh. Mm. I don't know. I haven't actually thought about that. I guess I just say you wouldn't have heard of it.
Fair enough. It must be a ways off.
Indeed.
But you do not. You are such a like a strong and capable warrior. It is a shame you do not seem to openly, at least, worship any of the gods.
Gods, schmods. I've never been able to rely on them.
But they can be a source of great power and comfort and protection. Torm, for example, is a very worthy god. I can just teach you some of his ways if you like.
You can try, but my patience is limited.
Very well. Well, we're stuck here for the evening, so I'm sure this will help pass the time. She'll begin to wax lyrical to you about Torm, who is the loyal fury, the true, the hand of righteousness, and she'll sort of emphasise the military aspect of it and how Torm gives generous blessings to his followers and protects them and gives them power in battle. And how are you reacting, Warbling? Are you looking dull about the whole thing?
Yeah, a bit. He's sort of rolling my eyes, going, like, it sounds. I don't know. It sounds like the sort of image certain people would paint of themselves, but that they never really live up to.
Well, sorry, yeah, carry on. What's that? Undrill will sense your ambivalence and will eventually tail off her stories when she sees you. You don't look just that fussed about the whole idea of religion, and she'll say, and what of the rest of you, Sana, Barlin? Have you ever thought of learning more about the way of Lord Torm?
Nope, I've got my own.
Not personally. I follow the edicts of Obteo, the Lord of Dinosaurs, defender of the Southern Peaks, patrician of the people of my people. He made a deal with the other gods to ensure the Shadow Serpent does not devour the world. I would assume your Lord Torm is part of that agreement.
I know little about it. I heard that Torm, I'm sorry, that Teo left his people, but you say he actually helped the gods?
The stories I was told when I was a young girl, yes, that is the. Those are the tales. And he only has, I feel he has only abandoned those who have abandoned him. He was always distant. This, and gesturing to the jungle, this is his testing ground. We must find our way through the maze of trees in order to find our path to redemption and a place in the afterlife. It is all a test.
I see, and a stiff test if the undead here are to be or any measure of it, but I hope that the Order of the Gauntlet can assist Uptow in ridding his land of this evil.
I hope he can. They can. But it will not be a requirement of them.
Meanwhile, yeah, Paladin's trying to get everyone to yes, keep quiet in case you attract any paladins. All right, so the night passes with sort of some religious tales going on. Is anybody else doing anything interesting?
I ask, what do you want this thing to have tomorrow?
Oh, the jug.
Come on, people. What do you want in it?
I don't know, can I make orange juice? Probably not.
Oh, it's not on the list.
Oh.
Have acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water.
Fresh water is probably
Wine.
the most useful.
Yeah.
Salt water?
Oh no, wine. Wine. I will find enough water for us.
Okay. Say the words beer.
Beer is good.
At 4 gallons of beer, you only get 1 gallon of wine. Just point that out there.
Can you make it strong? Or is it just one?
Doesn't say.
You
Oh,
could experiment.
I say strong beer.
ooh.
Okay, you do indeed get some strong beer.
Do we have anywhere to store 12 gallons of strong beer?
No, well, apart from within our stomachs.
In the jug. It's all in the jug.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have to pour 10 out at once.
I was going to say if we do and we don't need it, we may find a camp of soldiers up ahead who would be very appreciative.
Indeed.
Santa reaches into a backpack, pulls out a battered pewter mug, and holds it out to the jug.
It only works in the morning. But I poured out the honey into your cup. Because it's still honey.
Puts a finger in there.
It works in the morning.
She keeps the honey in there and thinks for a bit, pulls out the Tej, and rinses her cup out and pulls the honey mead out of the Tej cask instead.
Just as an aside, I actually discovered, someone told me that Tej was actually a drink. It's like an Ethiopian beverage, apparently.
Cool.
I thought it was a made-up D&D thing, but it's actually an African drink. Anyway, tonight will pass quietly. You'll all experiment with the mug and eat honey and various other things. And with the sounds of the jungle around you keeping you ever alert, you'll fall into a sleep.
We do watch rolls or anything?
We just did one. You did one for me. And John,
Okay.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can note down your food. You'll need to knock off a day's worth of food, and I forget how many gallons of water it is now. It's surprisingly a lot, isn't it, in the jungle?
We need, because you double the water quantities, we each need 2 gallons of water a day and a pound of food. So essentially everyone has to have their own water, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, not including animals and what have you. So I won't keep the additional 4 gallons of water. Just whatever I manage to find tomorrow morning will be enough, and just divvy it out to everybody.
How much
And,
does a water skin hold?
I think it's a gallon.
Okay, okay. I can hold a gallon now.
So, do we move anything?
Have you all got 2 gallons of water?
Well, I said I did the foraging roll, so
You just 18 gallons of water, yeah, so that's plenty. Oh, it's enough for 8 of you.
which I think it is, because 2 gallons would be 16. Are there 8 of us? I thought there were 7 of us. 5 of us, Vilona makes 6, and Undrill 7. Who's the 8th?
Jade.
Oh, you're counting her as a full one. Okay, fine.
Well, Jade and I won't count as a full one, but Jade and the owl, I guess,
Yeah.
count as half.
Well,
Yeah, just because
the
the owl is an artificial magical creature doesn't mean I won't try to give it water.
Oh yeah, and the owl doesn't eat. You're right. Jade's like a quarter or something, I guess.
I think it can eat, though, if it wants to. But just to let you know, the food she comes back with, let's just say it's not like a nice haunch of venison or anything like that. It is scavenged. I mean, there's a couple of small lizards that look like they don't run very fast, so they've been stabbed because she hasn't got any arrows left. But there is a significant amount of essentially trail food, bugs, grubs, that sort of stuff, which Sana is perfectly happy for. It's high in protein, and it is jungle sustenance. So if you've got anything against weird trail food, you might have to eat your own rations.
Okay, I'll do that.
It is a good point. Santa is providing food for you, but it doesn't necessarily taste, well, it's an acquired taste, shall we say.
It's the sort of food you eat whenever you're starving and about to die, but not.
No, it's the sort of food you eat in the jungle.
Yep.
I have no idea why you do what you do to food in cities. There's no need. As she also is skinning one of the lizards, and while she's doing that, she's like cutting away some of the softer belly flesh and just like cuts a thin strip and then begins to chew on it and throws a bit to Jade.
So, well, let's get this boat in the water and get up to this camp. Probably have proper food up there.
Has everybody applied the insect repellent for the day?
Do we have to do that? Like
Daily.
What insect repellents?
mechanically speaking? Or is it just
The spray?
It's a salve. And hasn't been mentioned, but Santa's basically been taking the pot of salve, or one of the 3 pots of salve, out of her backpack every morning and essentially showing everybody what they need to do to smear it on your skin in any exposed areas and a little bit down. It's like an odorless grease. It will help. I don't know, looking over everybody, has everybody had restful nights? No mosquito bites or anything like that yet? We are near pretty still water. The river doesn't flow that fast.
I'm saying fix the GM. Probably will get malaria.
That's why I got the insect salve, so we don't.
Okay. Well, it's almost a little prophetic as you're getting deeper into the jungle. The funny insects around get louder and angrier and begin to bite you more frequently. Has everybody got the insect salve on?
I bought enough for everybody, so it's up to them whether they apply it. It is unpleasant. It's a odorless grease.
do we have to do anything to put it on, or is it
Just slather it on with your fingers.
Yeah, I'll apply it to myself. Glimmet applies it. And they also summon the unseen servant first thing, who is waving a frond around him.
I was about to say, didn't you get the unseen servant to do it? I like the idea of massive globs of grease floating out of the pot and just applying themselves delicately to Glimmet's exposed grey skin.
Yeah, it's brilliant. But he has a frond which just sort of like follows you around, fanning you gently.
Yeah, flicking away insects.
Cool. Excellent. Alright, so, sorry, was the consensus that everyone is wearing the insect repellent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have enough for Lionel's Fraggle companions, but I'm not sure if they're going to be bothered by it, so...
Are they with us? Because did Nina say something about leaving them behind or something? Or was that just me misremembering?
I think the Fraggles can pop in and out of the plane that they're on, and they sort of appear and annoy him when he's here.
Yeah, okay.
They do not annoy me, thank you very much.
Oh, hello.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
That's okay. How are you?
We've all died.
Well, thank you.
Good.
Breathing.
Breathing's always good.
Need to calm and breathe again. And relax.
Cool.
Sit down.
What are you stressed out for? What happened?
Oh, no, just frantic last, just trying to get everything sorted, ready for this. Getting home late and...
So, Skellen, just so I know how
tea
much I've got left, how many of us are there?
6.
There are 6 of you plus 7 of you.
Plus Undrill, 7. And how many days have we been out?
We've been out. Oh, that's a good point. This is the end of the 4th day.
Right, so that's 12 applications. No, 4 times 7, 28 applications. So I'm down 1 entire gourd and 4 into the other one.
Wow, that was so quickly.
Okay, do you have much left?
I bought 3 gourds, so I had 60 applications, which was enough for 6 of us for 10 days. But we're 7 of us, so there might be a slight overage, but we're okay for now.
Would you say insect repellent is an inanimate object?
Yes, it's not animated.
Oh, then I can conjure some.
Okay. So
Okay.
check your conjuration.
That's me covered.
Could you like conjure maybe like a floating sensor or something that just has it burning?
I would have to have seen such an object, and
I did not buy one of those because we are going to be outside, and those are really only effective around the campfire or indoors.
Yeah, but you can make them float with magic.
I think that would be an animate object. Oh, I could get my unseen servant to carry it.
And I didn't buy one of those, unfortunately.
Okay.
Is it
You'll be
minus-
appreciative of it once you don't come up in hives and insect bites. Well, not too many, anyway. The big ones will ignore it, but it helps.
So you eventually set off back into the river and make your way further up the river. As you're getting sort of closer or higher up the river, the pace of the flow of the river gets a little stronger. Though it's still a wide, sluggish river with brown, thick with tropical soil. Okay, and I'd like a survival roll for navigation, please. From
Crashes.
Sana, and 3 d20 rolls, please, from you.
You did the first one, guys, so you can do one this time.
Ooh, I got an 18, but that might be bad.
Go on, Lionel, you do a roll of dice 20. And then glim it. And then Sana can do it the
I
next
think
time.
high is bad, isn't it?
Oh, cover the bases there.
I think high is bad, if I remember rightly. I'm sure he's high is bad.
High's good. High's what I
For
want.
you, yes.
Being absolutely mercenary, high is what we want as well.
True, yeah, XP.
If we overcome it, XP.
Yay. Have we had a long rest? Is it set
Yes.
off?
You'd already clicked the button for it.
So no, that's fine. I'm just thinking for spells. Do I need purify food and drink, or do you think what you're finding is good enough? It doesn't need. We don't need it as a.
When Sana dies,
the-
we probably might need it.
You will, yeah, at that point. But Santa will tell you, the area by the river, I am not finding it difficult to find relatively fresh water. But in the jungle interior, I suspect it will be harder.
Well, we have a jug, don't we?
Yes, we do. So we have 8 gallons, as long as we
And is that
are
pure? Is it
careful.
Pure
But
beer.
that is only enough
beer.
for 4 of us.
4?
Well, if you do water, it's enough for 4.
No, it's beer. Yeah, and you just said 4 people can take a. There's no 4 people.
Why not?
It's only 4 gallons. You said a gallon's just a wet.
No. That's fresh water. You cannot survive in the jungle on beer alone.
I'm sure we can try.
Watch me.
It will act as a dehydrant, and also it could possibly act as a what is the word? Diuretic. I remember that being a word I needed to learn for survival purposes.
I don't know where you come from, but I don't think beer causes diuretic to me.
Well, maybe dwarven constitutions are different, but it is not the survival liquid of choice. Not that I won't drink it still. I will.
So what's the bad things that happen, Skill? What's the bad things?
bad things? No bad things ever happen.
My character is not paranoid, but player is.
You can only have one concentration spell on up at a time, can't you?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Right. Okay. Damn it! They're all bloody concentration ones.
Well, concentrate on one.
Yeah, but I want all of them. I can only really use one.
Throw another head and it can concentrate on something else.
Worth a try.
I wonder if this is the first roll, the second roll.
It's a river.
Oh, we're gonna be attacked by.
Crocodiles.
Hey.
You've got the silly crocodile in my boat. It should be in my boat. Get off my boat, Jude. Get off my boat. I've got Warbling in my boat, and I think I've got Glimmet and me. I mean, where's that party?
Ilona.
Where I am. Oh yeah, Vilona's gone now, so
Evelyn's still
pushed
with
her
you.
off. Oh, okay. Oh, there, Glimmet, you're in the wrong one. In your own boat.
So is someone going to take over the actual character of Ilona then?
Well, there is a space open for someone, I guess, if anyone knows anyone who wants to play. Otherwise, I'm going to find somewhere for her to, leave the party for a bit. She'll find her own thing to do. For a bit. And may, of course, come back if they come back. But she'll just split from you for a bit. Okay, so you are making your way from right to left, upstream.
What's that I see over there? It's a tree.
Well, let's see how this goes.
It'll be all passive because we're not actually actively searching at the minute.
Yeah.
However, on that subject, my passive perception in my favoured terrain, i.e. here, is actually 2 points higher.
Well, that's
So-
good.
It's a 15.
It's very good.
Been up to everyone as well, by the way, since we rested.
Oh, so we've all got...
Everyone. Let me just work out how to put it on people again.
Sorry, yes, I've give everyone a long rest, so...
My owl has advantage to perception checks. So its passive is 18, I think.
Okay, thanks.
Because it adds, doesn't it?
It's 5.
I'll put a note on here.
Unless it's looking at something which gives it disadvantage, like if they're in cover or something, I suppose.
Or it's daylight.
I've just put an effect on the owl to remind me then that it's got 18 passive perception. And nice one there, Lionel. I can see you adding all those temporary hit points to everyone. That's pretty good.
Giant crocodile.
Ow, giant crocodiles.
Can the Jade, just average, can Jade understand me?
No.
She can't gain temporary hit points from me then, I'm afraid.
Not unless I
Yeah.
waste a first level spell and give you to speak to animals first.
Well, if she can see, she needs to be able to, within 30 feet of you, who can see or hear you and who can understand
No,
you.
she
So
doesn't
she needs
speak
to
common.
understand me. I can speak in Elvish.
She
Some-
doesn't speak. She's a velociraptor.
May I
Um,
suggest that you could do it if you might make an animal handling check or something?
Can I ask Sana to slap the paladin because I don't see them on her boat?
Am I not?
Nope.
I can give one more person it though. So Vilona, is she? She's with us, isn't she? So might as
Oh, you're on my boat now. Yay!
Wobbling was sitting on him.
Warbling sitting on the paladin.
He
Holy
was.
crap.
Well, the token was. He was underneath.
Yeah, there's 2 people on the same square.
Okay, so you all notice through the murky water ahead that it isn't actually a large log looming towards you. It is a crocodile. You'll see its eyes blink and it begins to move towards you. It's a frightfully good swimmer and it's massive. It's huge. It is the size that it is. That is the actual size. The token is the size of it. It could probably gobble you up in a gulp.
Basically, quickly say to everybody, whatever you do, try to stay in the boats. If you fall out, get back in as quick as you can.
How
And
do
she
we,
pulls out both short swords.
how
She
do we
doesn't
attack
have any
anything
arrow.
under the water? Under the water.
It will surface to attack.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
know that. I've never fought one before.
It's only a bit under the water at the moment, so it's like eyes poking out, so it's just underneath the surface of the water. Jade's up first.
Jade will hold her action for an attack.
Is that a good idea?
Yep.
So, Glimmet.
On Clement.
I will send a bolt of fire at it to discourage it.
That sounds
It's
good.
in water, though. I don't think that's terribly effective.
No,
You said it was on
yeah,
the surface, I thought.
he did.
Yeah,
He said part of it's above water. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got, crocodiles sit with just their eyes out and then, yep, whack.
Sure, this won't make it angry.
You hit the crocodile, it looks cross.
And it goes.
It moves frightfully quickly. Oh no, it's Sana and... is that the order you're supposed to be in, by the way, on the boat?
Well, I think Vilona would be at the... Well, I'm navigating on ours.
Well, not if we were like expecting a fight, but I don't know how easy it is to rearrange yourself in a kind of.
Oh, it's okay. We will arrange ourselves very, very quickly, shortly.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1 to 3, it goes for Barlin, and 4 to 6, it goes for Sana.
You might want to...
We
Because
put
Jade
ourselves
would
in
be
order.
occupying the same spot as me.
Okay,
She'll be on the prow.
she's only little and doesn't really like
Yeah.
much food, so I'll give her a sort of 6 or something. So 1 to 3, it goes for Barlin anyway. He looks like there's a nice bit of tasty meat on him.
Oh!
If you look at the party sheet, though, we put ourselves in an order on the boats on there. So there's the 2 boats with us in order on them.
Okay, so you can put yourselves in that order if you wish.
When we did the first journey on the boats, we put ourselves in an order. Although for some reason Glimmet's not on it. He's hiding. I think he was next to the bird.
Yeah, but Vilona's not effectively here anymore, so Barlin would still be at the front.
So,
I'm just going to whack Barlin.
is that the front or the back? That are we going left? Are we?
Yep.
Okay.
Whack! A tail, it springs out of the water and it slashes across the boat, hitting Barlin. As it does so, the boat rocks furiously. Everybody in that boat needs to make me a dexterity check, please.
I do it after I get my damage because I mightn't be alive.
I'm supposed to be in the boat.
And as in, I won't have a dexterity check if I'm not alive.
Oh, DC 10, so Warbling's okay.
Yay.
That was Jade's held action. We'll get it out of the way.
Yeah, thank you. Noticed that. Really good.
Tiny little dinosaur attacking a huge dinosaur. Looks quite comedic.
Ooh. Did I make that?
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah,
damage.
I'll give it DC 10. So yeah, it takes a lot of damage. Then it spins round and it goes for the bite. It looks like it's going to try and drag poor Barlin into the water.
Was any way to resist that?
Not get hit.
Too late for that. I'm dead. Dying.
Oh,
Gone.
Jump.
Bitch. 22.
and it grabs you in its teeth and sort of begins sliding back down the boat. Lionel.
He's dying, right? Oh, grab him, I guess. Attempt to.
I think he's restrained by the crocodile at the moment. It's in its jaws.
Can I try to stab it in its eye, or is that?
It's just a normal attack, really.
Sure, I don't. So you can't specifically try and.
No, it's just you attack and try and do as much damage as you can with the attack. That's all.
Once I get to the water, I'm dead.
Right.
Over.
I will now.
Game over, man. Game over.
You can't breathe whenever you're unconscious. Dang.
We can't hold your breath. If you go underwater, yeah, you're a bit drowny, boy.
Try to save you somehow. What's this? That's an act.
Whenever get any amount of healing brings him to consciousness.
Lay on hands.
You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead.
Drop.
If it doesn't understand, I presume it cannot understand my language. Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah, it's animal intelligence type creature.
Okay, right, fine, screw you.
Can't even do speak with animals on you 'cause it's self.
What's this one say? Creatures trying to compel. Oh no, I don't want it to come after me.
I think you might.
What? Come after me?
Yourself and Warbling have got the better survival chances.
Hang on,
Practically.
can I get?
Just like one step in front of you, just touch me and just go, ugh. Go teleport.
So I just imagine you waking up in the thing's mouth and going, ugh, pull out daggers, stab, stab, stab.
You can try and wrestle him away, basically unfree him if you want to. Tug him, pull him the other way. See if his legs
Versus
come
that
off.
thing's strength, I think that might not be a good idea. Worth trying, but
Right, I will attempt to. Right, what is that? Is that a bonus action? Sorry, I'm trying to work out what my bonus actions are.
yeah, because you could do that as well as an action.
Yeah, so I can try and hit it as well as then heal him or something. Turn the tide. There's that one.
I got something.
That's a bonus action, right?
So you could do that at the same time.
So I could heal you. However, what's my lay on hands? That's the fella. Where's lay on hands?
So when you take how many dice you're going to do. Don't break your room, Badger.
What? I will attempt to lay on hands on dwarf guy.
Awesome. I think you basically just allocate hit points to him, don't you? However many you want to heal him by.
Yes. I am also going to, as a bonus action, attempt to compel duel him so that he will. I mean, it doesn't stop him doing what he's trying to do, but he'll get negative effects if he tries to do anything that's not directly against me.
Awesome. So it's like,
I don't think it says anything about he has to be able to hear me or understand me.
I'll just check it. I like the idea. It's kind of just getting its attention, winding it up or whatever.
I'm just trying to get its attention from him. So if it succeeds on his threat saving throw, what saving throw? Wisdom saving throw each time it. Oh, right, only if it tries to move out of my 30 feet.
Yeah, it just specifies creature. You can do it. It doesn't matter whether it understands you or not. You basically get the creature's attention, really. So if you're doing that and it's trying to kill you, it will indeed drop Barlin because it was trying to kill you instead.
Will it drop him instantly? And his turn, because if it drops him on his turn, then it's irrelevant. because it ends if anyone attacks him, and presumably by the time he has another turn, it'll have ended. So if it attacks him instantly, drops him instantly, then it's worth it. Does it drop him instantly?
Go on, I'll be kind. Yeah, it'll drop him instantly, and it'll turn to it'll drop him, turn and turn towards you. And
Do I not
roll.
roll anything? Is that it?
Well, on your, if you look on Champion Challenge, there's a where it says save. There's like a little button. If you drag and drop that onto the crocodile, he'll get his saving throw.
Oh, I wasn't doing that one. Hang on, is that different? Champion Challenge.
Oh, I thought that
Hang
was
on.
the one you were doing.
No, it was a spell. What's this? Class cantrip.
Oh, that
What's
doesn't
your
matter
choice?
whether he's being attacked or not. That's an even better way of doing it.
Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. Failed save, the creature can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from you. Its effects. So that just prevents it from moving away from me. Now I'll stick with the other one. Makes it target and focus me, so therefore it will drop him. Whereas
Alright.
that one just is that all right?
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
bonus action, that one. It doesn't say what this one is.
So this says compel duel. So yeah, if you do the
yes, compel
same,
duel.
if you do the same thing, then so drag the save button onto the croc.
Is that the little dice dot
It is, yeah.
button sort of thing?
Yeah. Damn it!
That
You rolled a
doesn't-
natural
that doesn't sound
20.
good.
Yeah, it passed the saving throw, and his wisdom was naff. Sorry, that didn't work.
20?
Yeah,
That's
it rolled a
rubbish.
20. It's rubbish.
Okay,
sorry.
well, I'll
Nice try.
yeah, whatever. I'm still healing the dwarf guy. Is there a minimum I need to heal him to make him?
No, 1 point will put him on
Alive?
1 hit point, but obviously he's then got a lot less to go back down to 0.
How much healing is the paladin guy going to give me then?
One.
If you're giving 15, he'll be nearly,
He'll be on 15.
Yeah, but that's it then. I'm out of.
Oh, yeah,
healing. It's a one. Whereas I can keep bringing him back every turn if I give him one. Okay.
There is that.
I'll give him 5.
okay.
He's tormenting you again, Barlin. He's only woken you up so you can tell, so you can be conscious in the jaws of a crocodile.
Up and there, I went. That's gone crazy.
So it's because we were both
Has
doing
that
it at the
got-
same time.
Have I done that really wrong?
Like no, I got fully healed in one
Yeah,
second. It was
you've had
crazy.
60 hit points of healing.
That's how it works, isn't it?
It's okay. I was
Sorry.
doing it, and
I think
It's
it
cool.
heals 15 each time I do it, rather than just 1.
yeah, you have to change that value if you wanted. So you
You should be on 5 hit points.
I'll get off my turn. Mess
oh
that
wait,
up.
And the other way around, 25
No,
wounds,
no,
it goes
no.
up, doesn't it?
Crazy.
okay. So Barlin, you wake up. You can see that this creature's got its jaws around your leg and is slowly sliding back into there. Lionel's touched you, and you feel sort of warm, radiant glow as you sort of your eyes flick open. Valona. Yeah, it felt great for a second, then it was all just a dream, and the pain hit him. Let's see, what can a rested Vilona do?
Cleric. So clericy stuff.
Go Team Cleric.
Team Cleric, I guess a heal won't do any harm, would it? Fortunately, it's touch. Oh my god.
Has she not got
she has
healing
a-
word?
Yeah, she's got one she's got one that's like my lay on hands. That's just an ability that does the same, so she can do up to 15 as a radius.
And she's also got healing word actually, so she'll use that. It's not as good. D4 plus spellcasting modifier. Oh god.
But don't forget, she also adds first level spell, isn't it? Healing word.
Yeah.
So she adds 3 to that because her Disciple of Life is 2 plus the spell's level additional healing.
Should be built into it. If
Well,
you did it
hopefully.
right.
Well, what
Yeah.
Gaz was talking about, she's got a Preserve Life channel divinity.
Which is like mine, where she gets 15 points in it and she
Yeah.
can spend it to heal, but she can do it at range.
Yeah.
Have you been looking at her that closely to see what she can do?
No, Alexander was telling us when he first got it because he got it on level 2.
Nothing wrong with that. It's called comparative theology, and they all do it.
Okay, Barlin
Trying
gets
to
healed a
work
bit
out his
more.
best. Oh, nice. Oh no, is it 10 or 30?
Right. Is there some way for me to sort of switch places with Balin without rocking the boat?
Barlin's prone, so you can move through the other friendly space for difficult terrain. Yeah, you can basically move on to Barlin's space as the short answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Difficult terrain to do it, but yeah, you get there.
Right. I'm going to try to do a fainting attack against that.
Imagine you walking up and then just fainting. Oh no!
It's the jungle. It's the heat.
It's all right, I'm coming through. Oh no! Come on, Wobbling.
Is this your best attack?
Yeah, kind of. Unless I want to attack with someone else.
He's jolly good with it.
I was just asking, was it? I don't know what it is. You just had to
Stop rolling 4 twice. You did that last week.
You miss a big giant crocodile. That's 9 squares.
No, unfortunately, he probably did hit it, but if it's the croc, it's probably got decent armor, so it hides most of its AC, I'm sure.
The owl, passive perception.
18.
Can see what's happening. Yay! What can it do though?
He could give advantage to someone that's about to attack it in melee.
That would be nice.
Barlin.
Kerry might be Glimmet might be AFK.
He was.
He was.
Yeah, he's further up. It says quick AFK.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll put his owl on. Well, Undra will go next.
Sorry, AFK, it says.
Right. And has Undril got anything that can hit the damn thing?
Vaporized crocodile. I think she learned that spell last week.
Don't forget, Barlin, you'll be getting... Well, whether you actually get advantage or not, I'm not sure, but you should be able to get advantage because there's people next to it. So sneak attack.
I don't know if I can because I'm in its jaws.
Yeah, it might be restrained, might be giving you disadvantage, which would counter it.
No! Everyone's crap.
Yep. Oh, getting bolts of a damage spell. I thought. Oh, okay. Oh, look at this, guys. Right. Restraints this basically like a grapple, isn't it? You have to break free of it.
Yes, I believe you can. Let me just check this.
Okay. You'll be able to use your choice of strength or dex, I think, on this.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm using.
I think I do.
So I'm going to dex out of this.
Okay, so it's Dex versus its Strength, I guess.
I think you can use Dex Athletics as well.
hmm If you have it, I'd probably go for advantage because you don't.
Actually, it's Dex Acrobatics, not Dex Athletics.
We roll acrobatics.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay.
You can if you've got
Did
a
you
choice.
say? Do I get advantage in this? Did you say?
I used your well, it's only a suggestion, but you have inspiration, so you could use it.
I'll use it. So acrobatics. Where do I roll? That one +3. Okay.
You just need to know what its Strength Athletics to keep hold of you is now.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to roll. I thought he would roll first, but he didn't.
Well done.
Man. Ah! Okay, guess what happens next, guys?
You run to the back of the boat.
You'll use your
Bonus.
bonus action to disengage
Yes,
and onto the back of the boat.
disengage and run away. Ah,
You do.
ah.
What?
You do what thieves are brilliant at. That bonus action is just brilliant. You manage to prise your leg free, kick it in the snout, and you sort of crawl along the boat under Lionel's legs and to safety. Sana, you're up.
Right, now you're going to have to remind me, is it the Hunter's Mark with effect, Hunter's Mark with the damage, or just the one with the effect Hunter's Mark self that I do?
You do the hunt. I think you kind of do all of them. If you target it, and
I have to put it on myself first, don't I?
Yeah, that's your timer. That one
And then,
is just.
is it control or shift drag?
Oh, sorry, shift drag. Yeah, the other one onto the crocodile, the one with the damage on.
You should make yourself a note that explains this.
Yeah, I do need to. Right, so that's my bonus action. I will draw both.
It's not done it right, I don't think.
Okay, let me try again.
It should apply on you. That's
It
it. Yeah,
had-
target.
That
yeah.
has done. That has done. Cool.
Cool.
Right, I will draw both my short swords. I will blow my inspiration to get advantage on the first attack.
Are you using? No. Good. Sorry.
That's okay. I missed. If you missed, you missed. And I will just do a normal strike on the other one. No, I don't have dual wielder, so I'm not adding any strength damage on the second.
You can only draw one weapon unless you have dual with wielder, and you can only attack once because you used your bonus action.
I'll just use the bonus action.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, no, the first one missed because I dropped a 4 and only got a 7. And I'll get the other sword out next go.
Since Kerry's back, he can use his oil now.
Okay. Yeah, Kerry, your owl has got an action, and that's it. And that'll be the end of the round.
Oh, can I assist on he'll assist Sana and try and then harry the crocodile and then fly out of reach.
Okay, the crocodile's actually used to birds being nice to it and picking things out of its teeth. This
Freaks
one-
out.
Yeah, this one's being rather nasty to it. Being very mean. Oh, my crocodile's miles away. Lionel, you're up.
Getting crap initiative. I need to sort that.
How can I attack it?
Pelt it with rocks.
Am I able to, or
Don't have any ranged weapon.
no?
Oh,
We've had this discussion every session.
Yes, still don't. We're in the middle of a jungle. No ranged weapons have been coming forth.
yeah, there was loads of them. Them goblins were carrying loads of weapons.
You could ready.
You can also assist someone in front of you to do better
Yeah.
roll, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, but they're rubbish at rolling with assists. I'd rather try and hit myself.
You could help people. You've got Bless, Shield of Faith.
Can I steer the boat onto the land? Don't like being in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it
Move
so-
everybody.
The crocodile is in its habitat here. We're not.
Okay, if you want to make me an athletics check to
Or
sort
at
of,
least tell people to steer it.
and I'll move you onto the boat. It's only going to be a DC 5.
Well, none of the judges attack.
That'll do it.
Well, I just saw there's a thing called help. You could help someone get better, an advantage.
Yeah, but you said they're not doing very well even when they have advantage. So.
They've had
No.
advantage and they keep rolling the same low
Well,
numbers. And I'd rather just hit it myself with my own help. I've got my own inspiration. I can actually try and hit myself, and I can do quite a lot of damage.
You could actually turn the boat as well.
no, don't hit yourself.
No, I don't necessarily want.
Don't turn that boat.
I don't want.
That'd be
It's
funny.
sideways.
Turn it 90 degrees so that Balin's right back in front of
It would be amusing.
Hiding at the back of the boat, looks up, there's a crocodile. That's fun.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah, it would just be against the
Okay, I'm going to do that as
shore,
your.
so we've got a bit of sturdiness.
Okay, that's your movement. What do you want to do for your action?
Can I hold it? Ready it? Whatever it's called.
You can ready it. What do you want the trigger to be?
Hit, attack.
If you can attack, you will. Okay. And then if you want to end your go, if you're done.
Do I need to click ready first, or whatever it's
Oh
called?
yeah, you can click ready. That's helpful. That reminds me.
What's ready?
It's you basically just ready an action so that when a condition happens, it's a bit like you delaying your turn basically.
How do I get rid of all my targets? Because I'm targeting everyone for my.
There's a thing on the river map. It shows you a line through it. You click it.
Yeah, at the top left of the river map, there's some little buttons at the
Okay.
top. You can also click
Thank
on
you.
them on the combat tracker as well. I think if you click on the names, they disappear. So, in the meantime, while we were discussing this, a firebolt misses the crocodile. The nice owl helps Sam, and its warblings go.
Yay. Well, I'm going to hit this time.
You prove him wrong.
Well, if he hits, that's great because he didn't need my help. See?
Yay.
See,
You
Didn't need
just
my
did,
help.
well done.
Didn't need my help.
You've got a better roll, though.
Cool.
No, his other one was a 3.
Why's your longsword untyped? 1 second.
Where do you see another one?
Well, he assumed that was a D20, it wasn't, it was a
Oh,
D8.
it's a D8. Of course.
Okay, is there anything else you're doing there, warbling?
Yeah, I guess. Although, I mean, I could use action surge. Yeah, I'll save that.
It's the cleric's go.
This is real tough on
Ooh.
that crocodile.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's how you do damage.
An arc of fire leaps from Undrill's weapon, strikes the crocodile.
That's because I moved the boat so she could see it properly.
Torn protectors. Mylona.
Does she have guiding bolt?
Oh, could she
Did
just
she-
make
she
them
moved the
the
other-
boat move like one step further so that Lionel could also attack? Not that far. That's
Oh,
too
not
far.
so Barlin hits.
Yeah,
Yeah, there.
See?
There.
See, some GMs say they're not evil, but you know they are.
Oh, it's funny. Come on.
Just hear Balin panicking in the back. No, no closer! Stop it! Stop the boat!
Healthy again. Ah ha ha!
Oh,
Right.
shit, something.
I'm going to. I am. Just calm down, everyone.
You'll have
So-
advantage on this if you attack it as
You could help somebody if you want.
Yeah, but I'm still prone, so I have to get up. As I crawl, basically, out of its mouth. I'll pass everyone. So I have to get up, and I arm my bow. If that's a free action
Yep.
to arm. Stand up is a free action, is it?
It's a bit of your movement. I think it's like half your movement. Or
I
something.
think it hard to move, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get my bow, and I'm going to shoot it.
All right.
So I got advantage on this.
Yep, because of the guiding bolt. The next
Oh,
attack
and
on
I
it
get
gets
stealth
advantage.
attack. I get stealth attack as well.
You'll be able to do sneak attack because you got advantage.
Yeah, it'll do your advantage automatically, so you don't need to click it. But you get the sneak. Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to click the advantage. Okay.
No, it's already applied.
It's an effect, isn't it, on the crocodile?
I missed with the advantage.
Because you got a 5 and a 3. You got the same total as Warblin's first roll.
You guys are having sucky luck.
I'm trying to remember what my bonus actions are because I
It's a
popped it in
lesson
my
here,
head.
never use advantage. We're better without it.
Don't say that.
'Cause you're about to get it.
Yeah, man.
Jade gets advantage because there are other people engaging the crocodile.
Okay, I go and click this button. What was I saving against? Oh, it's Jade saving.
Right. Jade will attempt to bite the thing again. Getting really low rolls on these ones.
Telling you.
That's Jade can't do anything else.
Advantage. Rubbish with advantage.
Sunny, your hunter's mark is
I
locked and
will-
loaded.
Draw my offhand weapon because I can now. And I will proceed to strike at the thing twice. The first one, I have advantage because of the owl.
Did Code
Oh,
just say you
that works.
can't?
One said something.
No, I couldn't draw both weapons in the same turn. So I've got the first weapon out last turn. I can draw this second weapon this turn. And I just rolled the wrong thing on it. That's better. That's a bit better. Still not
14
amazing.
hits. There we go. That's what we need. 13 misses, 14 hits.
So the first one. And the second one
That's all right.
doesn't have advantage. So it should have come off. And does slightly less damage. And stand ready for the thing's attack. Not that that actually makes any difference to what you can do. My go. Ooh.
1 to 3 warp. No, 1 to 2 warbling. 2 to 3 Lionel. No.
No. 1 to 2 Warbling. 3 to 4 Lionel. 5 to 6.
Or
You-
just
Me.
1 to 6 Barlin.
1 to 6 Barley. Yeah.
Does it have reach, actually? It is a giant creature.
I'll just check actually.
Yes, the highest armor class one.
Yay.
I don't mean yes, warbling. I mean yes.
Yeah,
Because
I
of-
get it.
if you get
What
what
a
I
job.
I'm not.
The least likely to get hit.
You're the least friendly paladin I've ever met.
See, missed. That's
Yay.
why.
The tail swipe misses and it says it spins round, it goes in with a bite.
This was the bad one.
Oh, which misses as
Yes.
well, damn it. I should have inspiration, you know.
For what?
Oh,
He's a
He's
Jade
lost
crocodile.
goes
again.
He's a crocodile. They can't have inspiration.
yeah, well, hopefully not. Okay,
Oh,
Jade
why?
continues to gnaw on the thing's hide.
Why have I got no initiative?
Crappy dex.
Oh, can I attack it? My ready.
could have.
When Vilona moved me into position.
If you'd remembered to use it last turn, but you didn't.
Oh, really? Can I not?
Well, it's not his go yet.
No, it was my turn for last turn.
And it's not your go, indeed. Yes, you can. It's
All
before,
right, is it
any time
before my
your
next turn?
go.
Oh, okay, so it's not it's a new.
So as long as I
cycle.
don't, as long as I don't drop the dice on it for
Yeah,
Jade.
Don't move Jade on because I'm next.
I'm holding the dice
Damn
over the
it.
crocodile.
Right, let's try again. Just do a normal attack for this one.
Get an advantage on this. Do you want advantage?
Who, me?
Advantages.
I'm going to not do advantage on this. I'll do advantage on my next attack, which is literally next. Yes!
Well
didn't
done.
Need it. Woohoo. Is that automatic then, the critical hit?
Yep, it'll do it for you.
For that, I am going to do my thingy then. Oh, can I? Can I do my surge thing? Not surge.
Smite.
Thank you, smite.
I believe you can do the smite after your hit, actually. I think
Does
that's
it
the purpose
count?
of it.
Yeah,
One
I can do
second.
it after my hit, but it doesn't count as a bonus action or anything like that because it's not technically my turn. Well,
Depends. If Smite
Oh.
requires you to use your bonus action, then no. If it doesn't, you might be able to.
Because you only held an action.
Oh, divine smite.
You only held an action. You see, you didn't
Right,
hold.
starting. It just says class cantrip. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you can't use it, mate, on a ready, I'm afraid. Yeah, just whack it.
It doesn't say anything about expending anything. It's not a bonus action or anything.
Let me just have a look.
It just says starting at second level. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target, in addition to the weapon's damage. The extra damage is 2d8.
Okay, let me look.
Certainly, it's not a spell.
It's not
It's
a spell,
not a
is
spell,
it?
but it uses. It's not a spell, but it uses a spell. I have spells that do smite.
I'm going to take all that back. Yes, you can indeed add your smite to it.
Yes.
It doesn't appear to be an action at all.
So do I drop the smite on me? Is that right?
You just click it. Yeah, just click the thing button. And there you go. You can see you have Divine Smite on your character's appeared.
Please be good.
Oh my god!
That was very good.
35! Yes!
Because it's
However,
a crit, so it will
how
double
many
it.
ones?
Two, but it doesn't matter. You did 35 damage. Don't complain about the one.
I know, sorry.
Ow! The crocodile
See?
looks cross with you now.
That's why I need to attack. I can do damage sometimes, not often.
Oh, it's Jade's go and then it's your go.
Come on, Jade.
Oh,
Yes!
Jade with a kill steal. Go on, Jade.
She can have it. It's fine.
I'm going to have crocodile pie tonight.
Oh, it chomps into it, Jade.
11. Doesn't say dying.
No, it doesn't. What? Oh,
It's your go again.
Right, I'll go. I'm going to use my inspiration. Do I
Just do that
click
again.
The inspiration button. Sorry? Oh, do that again.
You click the inspiration button, then you click the advantage button.
Right, so I have to do the advantage button. That's fine.
Yeah.
Gonna miss this time. Oh,
No,
no.
you're not.
Oh, I've only got one spell slot left. No, I'm going to do normal damage. Did it do it on that? Yes, it did. 10. There we go.
It stopped showing us its status. What does that mean?
I know, I don't know.
GM took it off so you didn't see it.
It's now undead.
That's it. I've not touched anything, I think.
Or maybe it only shows it when it moves into heavy status, because it has only shown it once.
Yeah. So, who goes next?
It's wobbling.
Yeah,
You didn't click their button.
Wasn't me, honest.
Okay.
Shove your longsword down the thing's gullet. Go on.
Faint again.
Finish it off.
Please work this time. Well,
You hit it.
That's
You hit it.
That's it. That's all we need to kill it.
Ooh,
uh,
crocodile alone.
Have you thought about sharpening your sword a bit? You know, like
He's still using the wrong end, isn't he? Turn it round.
Just hitting it with a pommel, you mean? Like,
Sharp, pointy part. That's the bit that hurts.
Warblers goes over,
yeah,
unless you're doing something else.
yeah.
got bonus. Once you get a bonus attack, probably later on, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sano.
No advantage, but 2 attacks at least.
Yes.
Don't forget Hunter's Marks on this, so... Oh. On the offhand, missed with the offhand. He's still alive. Does
Come on,
Barling get to
Barling.
have revenge?
Oh,
Jump on its
my
back.
go. Jump at your back.
Go on, get revenge. Get revenge. Get revenge.
Push your back like buttons. Don't talk. Forget.
I think you should. Yeah, you got a sneak attack.
I was turning it on, and now the bow.
No!
It's pity I didn't have advantage in that. There we go. And
You'd have only rolled another
That's
4.
it.
The owl is in the right order for Glimmet.
Yeah, he has to assist me because I don't know where I'll be next turn. So
Yep.
here comes the
It's fine.
yeah,
rabbit attack.
use your spell of awesomeness, not the one you're currently using.
Yes!
Oh no! You leave my crocodile alone, you meanies.
Do I if I put the damage on it, does it automatically roll the crit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because it's only 1d10 normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low damage, but yeah, it's all counts.
Still
can't.
alive.
Crocodile gets one more go.
Right, the crocodile's really cross with Lionel.
I think everyone's cross with Lionel.
No, I'm not. I'm quite happy with Lionel's performance so
27.
far.
Feel what I feel.
Swipes at you with the tail, hitting you. Make me a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh. Just so you don't go flying.
I think this is so, yeah.
This is why I put us on the on not in the water though.
Depends which way it's swiping its tail.
Oh. It swipes in a downwards arc onto you, and you fail. You fall down onto the ground, prone, and it lunges for you to bite and tries to try and withdraw with you,
Oh,
trying to drag you
I'm
back.
just imagining all of the scenes I can remember from Lake Placid for this.
Yeah, just Lake Placid.
Oh, damn it.
pat you on the head. Ooh.
25.
Crunch! It bites into your armour, crunching away. I didn't roll one for initiative. Okay, who's next?
Right. Does Jade rescue Lionel?
Just
Don't
kill
know
it.
how- Don't know how. It costs a lot of water.
No, rescue by killing the crocodile is what I mean.
Oh,
Is it dead?
No!
No.
This thing is rock hard.
It's taken loads of damage since it's been on dying.
that's okay. We've got a cleric in
heavy, you
between. We've got a cleric in between us and your death.
Right, again, still no advantage on this, but 2 attacks. That's not going to hit. That's not going to hit.
Unlucky.
Am I not automatically giving everyone advantage by just distracting the crocodile?
That's
Oh,
not
for
going to
God's
hit.
sake.
Well,
What are you lot doing?
the cleric will probably heal you up. So
But it's the crocodile's go.
No, it's
No, it's-
cleric first.
cleric's good.
Oh, it was Undrill's go first. Didn't notice it had passed on.
Heroically, Undrill, seeing one of her, what she sees as her own, a paladin of the good gods. She takes it upon herself.
Can't touch him, so she has to do a reading spell. She's got one.
She's level 5, isn't she, or something? So she'll have plenty for
She's
6.
quite high.
Probably have that AoE thing that you had, the one that heals people are near dying.
Nax, that's a paladin thing.
She's not a paladin? Did he not say?
No, she's cleric.
Oh, it's the cleric. She'll possibly have the one that Vilona has, though.
It depends if she's life domain or not.
We'll see.
She may not be. It might be law or justice or one of the other ones.
They're more likely justice. Or law, justice to me. I think it's just law.
She's not got anything that can do it at range. I'm going to try and...
Swim?
She leaps into the water.
Swim to me.
I was right. And the other crocodile eats her. Ooh.
That sounds good. She gets no
She-
bonus to her strength.
5?
No, she's no good. She'll gets to there. She appears to be half drowning and spluttering, but she does manage to cast a spell on you. But she seems to have put herself into harm's way. She actually is coughing and spluttering and sinking under the onto the waves as she does this. But she does manage to heal you, Lionel.
It's alright, she kills
Sacrifice
herself.
our NPC to save you. Oh, you're just heavy now.
You've got 10 hit points back and the crocodile's got 8 to go.
I've got a giant crocodile on me. I'm definitely feeling heavy.
Still prone, so
Yeah.
it mightn't go for you, like, because it thinks you're dead.
If that was a genuine tactic, I imagine Barlin would have been lying on the boat as soon as it turned up.
Actually, you should have
Doesn't have to
been restrained. Okay, so you are restrained, and the crocodile, with you in its teeth, it basically pulls you back into the water, dragging you out of the boat with it. This, however, gives Warbling and Sana opportunity attacks.
And Jade.
And Jade.
And the oil.
Me first.
And me.
No.
Oh, come on, people.
Sana
Come
gets
on.
advantage though. No.
Do I get advantage as well, or oh?
Don't believe so, and opportunity attacks are usually just flat attacks.
Yeah, it's only because the pack
Oh.
tactics. It's any of her attacks.
Was that a miss?
Oh, they miss! Oh my god!
You
Everyone's-
lot are rubbish.
Oh. I think we should go back to the other place and hire new adventurers. Oh my, you're gone? He's gone? Oh.
Oh,
That
I
didn't
can't,
last long.
I can't take him off the... I can't hide you. Oh, I've not got a... Lionel disappears beneath the water.
Just see my sword poking out. I'm here.
What's the owl doing?
Help me.
Spot it.
Yep, well, can it see anything from up there?
Yeah, it can try. Let's give it a stealth there.
I'm liking this because it's a favoured enemy. So
I'm going to give it advantage on it because it's underwater, but it only rolls 16 and 13 in total, so you can all actually still make out where it is. There's a bit of thrashing around going on, actually, so I'm going to actually reveal it again. It's trying to pull Lionel back down to the water, but Lionel's fighting. He's conscious just from Undrill's heroics.
cool.
Who's next?
Well, look at
So
Can the owl get within 5 feet to harry it, or is it too under
Yeah.
the water?
No, it can. Yeah, it can.
Okay, I'll do so.
Is it under the water?
It was trying to go under the water, but there's a lot of thrashing going on. Lionel, it's its arse is under the water, but Lionel's thrashing around on the top with it, so it's still sort of fighting with it. So yeah, there's a good chunk of it still above water. I'll give him cover, I think, or something like that. Okay.
Barlin, you're using a crossbow, right?
No, I'm using a longbow, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Got a
just-
ranged weapon, yeah.
He'll help Balin.
I think Barney got a short bow, actually.
I've also got a crossbow. And I'm next.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Uh, I think Balin will do a bit more damage
Yeah.
on it if it's being if he has advantage, right? He'll get sneak attack.
Well, yeah, he needs either an ally within 5 feet, a restrained ally does not count, or advantage.
In that case, my owl won't fly out of range of the crocodile, and he'll be an ally within 5 feet, right?
Okay.
Oh, bless. Thank you, Owl.
Thanks for your sacrifice.
Yeah.
Next,
Wobbling.
Right. Is the water like near the edge there? Is that, can you wade through it, or is it too deep?
It'll be. You can wade through. If you give me a strength roll, I'll say just a DC 5, and you'll be able to get there. Or
Okay.
athletics, I should say. Yeah, so you can do it. You can get up to it. Splosh through the water at the river's edge.
Splosh, splosh. How did I
Come
miss
on.
it?
Please, please, please.
That's like, yeah. Action surge. Yeah, okay, I'll use action surge. It's probably going to be futile.
That's better.
It's a hit.
Please.
You 110 damage.
No!
Oh,
you got it!
It's dying! That's all it needed!
Oh!
It was on like 2 hits.
Last legs. Jeez.
Vorplin runs up along the side of the riverbank and plunges his blade in between the eyes and the head of the creature, narrowly missing Lionel's leg and its mouth, and Lionel managed to pull yourself free. Well done.
Who's useless now?
Coffins.
Me.
He's still tripped and headbutted it or something to kill it with those 3 hit points.
You know he's right above you. He's push you under the water and drown.
But it did it.
Lionel, are you okay? Oh, obviously you're not okay, but
No.
you know what I mean.
That's a lot.
I
Let me
think
just
I've been
check.
coughing, spluttering a lot.
Paddle the boat. Paddle the boat.
I was a bit mean there going for Lionel, but you did do a crazy amount of damage on it. It made it cross.
That's fair enough. Like I
Oh,
said,
so it was
it's-
perfectly okay trying to
that's
kill me
sweet.
then? That's fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. That's just par for the course, that. I will.
Right, from
Yeah.
now on, I'm sitting in the middle of the boat. I don't care what happens. I think all the big people on the back and the front.
Balin, next to you, you can see Undril appears to be drowning.
Oh, I'll try and grab her. I'll say, here, I'll lend me in my hand. Let me see, what's that?
Just do-
Dex or
Yeah, you can do an
strength?
acrobatics to try and pull her out.
Okay. Here, my lady, I will pull you on top. Pull you into the boat.
I'm assuming the corpse of the crocodile has just sunk to the bottom. Or is it done the whole rolling over thing? Surface?
Yeah, I think dead things tend to float. It'll have some oxygen in it, I guess. I don't know really. So yeah,
Hey,
it'll
that's
float.
that's how you roll a dice.
Couldn't do that when you're shooting it.
Thank you, my friend dwarf. She'll say, patting you on the shoulder.
It's fine. You've kept me alive in many a thing, but that other person over there hasn't done anything.
He did 5 hit points to you, save you. He just woke
I'll
up.
I brought you back from the brink of death. That's the key bit of healing. That.
But she gave me like what, 30 healing last time. When I was
You
like
don't
crawling.
know that. All you saw when you
Tangents.
woke up was my face, and then you felt a lot better. So for all you know, I did it all. Can't start metagaming it by reading who's actually healed you how much.
We're going to have crocodile pie tonight, I think.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm going to skin the thing.
Can you make decent armor or anything from it?
Well, I'm going to skin it with a nature roll. So
With a what?
An 8-year-old.
An
nature.
8-year-old?
I don't know. what
I'm skinning it with an 8-year-old. Yeah, no, a
That's
nature.
what I heard. That's what I heard.
I did as well
That's
after
what
I
he
said it.
So you brought somebody along with you, have you? Nice. You've made a full plate armor.
I've not made anything. I'm just taking the skin off.
Oh, one piece. It's a onesie that we can all get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're probably going to take about an hour to do that because it's big.
Yeah,
Short rest.
We
Hang
could
on,
make like
do I
a
get back?
half of it. Like just 10. 10 that looks like a crocodile.
And probably take some cuts of meat off the thing as well. Not all of it though, because it probably weighs the better part of like a couple of tons, given the size of the darn thing.
It was massive, yeah. It was indeed a giant crocodile. Okay, yeah, you'll take the meat off it, what you can do, and salt or whatever you need to do, preserve it, because in this jungle environment, things will start to rot really quickly.
Okay.
Burn the tide.
Okay, I don't know.
How
what
long
to
have we
do.
been travelling? Would it be worthwhile stopping for a bit?
You've been travelling all day. It's 3:30 in the afternoon.
So we're going to be camping quite soon anyway.
Well, I thought we
How
were-
close? How close do we think? I mean, we know roughly the position of Camp Vengeance, don't we?
Yeah, we can't be too far off.
Yeah, what's the chances of us meeting another crocodile?
We did roll 2 high numbers.
He says in character. We did right.
So quite high.
You're about there on the map. That
Oh.
I've just shared with you, where the little campfire symbol is.
On the player's chalk complete one, yeah, rather than the player's map chalk pinned.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh no, not on the complete one. Well,
It's on the pinned one. I see the
Yeah.
campfire
Yeah, on the pinned one. Okay.
She haven't travelled that
We
far.
haven't travelled that far, really, have we?
We only went 2 squares.
We're sort of on the border of the square at the moment.
But let's go onwards.
are you taking a short rest first, or just carrying on?
I will if I can, just because I'm beat up.
Oh,
and
I think we'll take a
makes
short
sense.
rest due to the fact that
And he's skinning it for an hour.
our cleric, the good cleric, is currently, almost drying. She probably needs
Yeah,
some
I think a
rest.
short rest. We'll continue on. We only be like an hour or two, but if we take a short rest, anybody that's wounded can spend their own hit dice to heal themselves up a little bit. Assuming you've got any left, I can also then cook some of the meat, as well as salting some of the rest.
I take a big hard drink out of a certain jug that's full of a certain liquid that, and then I pop the
I
cork.
thought it had
back
honey in it.
No. This is next day. This is now beer. Every dawn, you get every dawn it resets, so you can pick whatever you want.
How strong is it?
And then there's
Very strong beer. Remember we said strong beer when we were picking the.
Yeah.
Can Judge
Well-
Dad please hold out a not the pitcher, what's it called? I said it earlier.
Tankard?
Anyway, a jug, tankard, that's it. Pewter tankard.
I dip some into your thing. Take it lightly.
Drink a draft. I've had stronger.
Have
But
we
it's
had
nice.
stronger? Is this one of these constitutional rules? That's what I want to know. A constitutional. What the hell?
Oh, Tensor's floating desk.
So what's that do?
Small bits of floats.
Something to do while everyone's resting.
It lets you carry stuff, isn't it? It's extra encumbrance, well, among other things. This is the way it used to be in earlier editions.
I can hear drinks being poured in the background.
How many pounds of meat, considering we still have to carry it, but how many pounds of meat can I stow in the boat from the crocodile?
Did you do? If you do a survival roll, we can see how good your attempts at salting and whatever. Or butchery.
We have salt.
I'm pretty salty.
If you do me a survival roll, Sander, I'll make something up from that.
Careful, he's near the computer at the minute.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's really good. Okay, you'll get crikey, a lot. It'll feed a family for weeks, wouldn't it? A giant crocodile. Crocodile meat's supposed to be quite nice as well, but like fishy apparently. Not that I've ever had it.
Chicken.
I don't trust anything that tastes fishy.
That's cool. So we've got some trade goods.
Yeah, you'll be able to get some things to trade from it, and the food. I'm not sure how much to say you get. You probably get about.
Well, normally, if you're doing that as a forage, as a ranger, favourite terrain, yada yada yada, I get double the amount anyway. My wanderer means that whenever I forage, I find twice as much. So if you want to roll a d6 and then multiply that by 4, and that's the usual poundage of meat I can get on a forage.
Yeah, okay, so it's like a free forage, an additional forage for the day. So
Yeah, so I'll roll a
16.
d6 quick.
Oh, yeah, you can roll it if you want.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I'll go. I won't argue with the slightly above average roll.
Okay.
So
Could
that's
argue you're not
16.
really foraging when it's there in front of you, though.
I know, but it's the mechanic in it, whatever. And we've also got the skin, so.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ooh.
And teeth and things.
Yes, the teeth. That's what I was.
Yes, yeah, definitely. We'll.
But actually surprised this little wizard over here wasn't like trying to get parts for his spells.
Well, Stan will quite happily look up from the corpse with her sort of arms down to the elbow, spattered in like blood red gore. Is there anything else anybody needs while I'm in here?
Is there any gold or silver in there?
Hang on, I'll check. Go down to the thing's gut. Again, without any, she has no compunctions or of any kind about just getting deep into the guts of this thing, and just like saws open its stomach and drags out the contents. Feel free to look in that button.
Okay, I go and grab a stick and start poking it. Poke, poke.
Limit, heart, gizzard, liver, ribs, thigh bone, need anything?
There.
Not that I'm
This-
aware of.
Tongue of crocodile, substitute, I hear tongue of newt is in many spells. You'd get a lot of tongue of newt out of this thing.
I fear your information is mistaken.
Since we've got our meat and we haven't found anything else, let's get in this boat.
There was nothing in its guts. You've just managed to get Balin to poke around in crocodile guts.
Oh,
You
okay.
had to see what my roll was. It was terrible.
Go on, I'll see you if it's got anything.
I did my
Your roll.
roll. Oh,
Roll
I
on
get
the
an individual
table.
treasure. Yay. You know who gets upset when I do this?
Should I make a perception roll while I'm actually cutting the thing apart?
Oh, I've got 15 copper.
Not really worth it. I'll put it on the sheet anyway. Alright, so I'm sorry, John, what was that?
Do you want me to make a perception roll while I'm actually cutting the thing apart in case there's something in other areas? I'll be putting the thing's head at the back of the boat as well.
Okay, yeah, go on. Go on, make me a perception roll. Or might give you a chance of
Will do.
getting something useful.
We'll turn our canoe into a crocodile canoe.
I'm trying to work out this because I get when I'm in my favoured terrain, my proficiency bonus is doubled. But I'm wondering if animals in the jungle counts as something that would double.
Which proficiency doubles?
Go on, yeah, that's fine. It's like
Okay.
survival linked and
I spot
crocodiles
things
and things.
easier in the jungle.
Go on, I'll give you a roll on a decent treasure table a moment. Actually should have been on that one, so there you go. Individual challenge 5 to 10. Bit more type money.
That's 17 gold. EP's half, isn't it? 47 gold. If my conversion rate's correct.
Okay, I'll add that to the part
It's probably
sheet.
further down in its intestines or something. That's a lot of copper pieces.
Oh no, I know what I'm going to do. There's actually a chult one.
Oh, right, okay.
What a job one needs.
You actually find a case in there, a long cylindrical case. You'll have to clean off the goo from.
No, we're by the river, so.
Yeah, you'll have to douse it in the river, and it looks like it is a watertight scroll case.
Oh, I don't know what's in this. Glimmet, this might be of interest to you. And pop the top. And as long as nothing explodes, I'll empty the contents into the gnome's hands.
Okay, there is a scroll which is a little worn, but it appears like the scroll case was basically swallowed whole by the creature and was watertight enough to protect the scroll within.
Does this mean he gets to roll on the scroll?
No, I actually know what the scroll is. It's unidentified, but I don't think he's here actually. So, however,
I can read. It's not easier.
oh, is he?
Was that you, Kerry?
Yeah.
Do you need to cast Identify, or can you just read it?
It used to be you just read it. You could just read the language. I don't know what it is.
Depends on the kind of scroll, doesn't it?
It's a spell, arcane.
Is read magic a cantrip anymore, or did they get rid of that?
No, it isn't.
Look,
Oh.
it says lightning bolt.
Hmm.
What's it say under your Identify spell? Actually, does it say anything under there? I'll look myself.
I think in the DMG, apparently it says if the spell is on your class spell list, you can use an action to read the scroll and cast it. So it implies if you can understand the language, you just know what it is.
So it needs to be a spell that's on your list, basically. 1 second then.
Yeah, if it isn't, then I don't
Otherwise, Identify would be able to identify it, wouldn't it?
know. Yeah.
Oh, this is definitely up your street. You're a wizard, aren't you?
And try.
In which case,
Well, if we're on the boat for 11 minutes, I can cast Identify. So.
oh, it's all right. Yeah, you can read this. I will put it onto your sheet.
Sana's skinning that thing for an hour. So you got
What?
loads.
What is it? What is it? What did you get? What did you get? What did you get?
I don't know yet.
There you go. I've identified it for you. It's on your in your inventory.
Anything of use?
It's a cantrip, I think. It's it creates sort of minor illusions and such like.
Well, there's a well-made scroll case, and she hands you the watertight scroll case as well. So that's useful as well, I suppose.
Oh no, it's first level. Okay, I can learn this. Yay!
I'll keep the scroll case there. No.
I will spend the journey attempting to learn this spell.
Fantastic. In either case, as you are sitting in the jungle with the guts of this creature splayed everywhere, the smell of blood and offal must have attracted something. You hear the flapping of wings furiously coming towards you louder and louder through the canopy of trees, which is quite thick here.
Gesture for everyone to get back and allow whatever's coming to do whatever it needs to with the corpse and then decide what to do.
It's the crocodile's teeth cleaner. It's coming to find out what happened.
They don't make that much noise, Balin. Actually, can I have any idea what it is?
You can. You're going to see them in a moment when I put them up, but yes, you can make me a survival,
check.
I guess. Nature, yes, nature.
What was that famous D&D
Oh, I've
bird?
got advantage on this. Sorry, so I need to roll that again because
The
it's
famous D&D bird thing. It was called Sturgis, wasn't it, or something like that?
Sturgis, yeah.
Sturgis.
got a 20.
That's weird. I don't see the river picture again.
Map's gone all grey.
Yeah, it's because I'm being sneaky.
Modified.
We knew what the river looked like beforehand. There was no need to hide the river. The river hasn't got stealth.
Do I recognise the wing flap?
You do. It's something heavy. It's not bird-like at all. You think they're one of these?
Oh, one of them.
It's not been shown yet.
No, it hasn't. I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay. One of? I can only hear one, yeah?
No, you can hear multiple. There's lots and
Okay.
lots. These things go into in rather large swarms. In fact, I'm going to release the map now.
Now, this is one of those instances where you don't know until after you've rolled, but are they actually beasts or are they aberrations?
Oops. Yes, the beasts.
Okay, cool. It's one of the things you don't know. You haven't seen the ninjas until after you find out they're ninjas. That sort of thing.
We've lost our boat.
Yeah, no worries.
I think the creatures coming, they're basically monkeys with wings.
Monkeys with wings.
We can probably, if we're quick enough, they'll be distracted and they'll tear the corpse apart.
But you said monkey with wings as if it's normal.
Yes?
It isn't.
They're native creatures of the region.
Not from the region.
What you see coming through the trees, well, there's 10 of them, and they are these. Look like mischievous, well, flying monkeys, to say the least.
Looks so cute. Oh.
Sure.
They're vicious creatures. Get in the bots.
We need a pet.
Yeah, we need another flying pet because the current one's not doing too much jobs for.
Are you
They
going?
don't look very dangerous.
Can you get one of these pets, Glimmet? Can you get a flying monkey? Can you talk to flying monkeys, Glimmet?
What would make you think I could talk to a flying monkey?
When you asked the question, you could say yes or no. There's no need to say anything else.
Okay, as they get closer, they start to try to swoop down on you. It looks like, in typical monkey fashion, they are trying to steal various things from you.
Ah! I try to steal back.
I'm going to conjure a box and hide in it.
Just get in the boats.
Okay, you all get in the boats. They're pretty quick moving though, so you can move yourselves where you want on the map. I'll share the map with you.
Right, let's pretend where our boats are. Right, okay. So I jump into my boat.
Wrong side of the river, Lionel.
Lionel's boat's over there.
Get away.
Let's everyone get in my boat. Get in your own boat. My goodness.
Actually, our boat's probably, because we would have brought it to shore. Where we're currently standing is where the first boat was. So the second boat's probably at the shore ahead. Which was Undrill was at the back of our one.
I'm putting like the not getting crocodile attacked again. I'm sitting in the middle of them. I'm glad that you swapped with the pirate, the Mr. Lionel E.
Alright, as you leap into the boats and start paddling, the monkey starts swooping down around you. Everybody needs to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
As my bonus action when they're doing this, can I steal back whatever if they ever steal off me? Dexterity saving throw, you say? Okay.
Yeah, see.
Oh, why did Jade have advantage?
I don't know.
Does my box protect me?
Oh, you're in a box. Yes, you will. Yes, your box protects you. You basically hide in a box.
How'd you get on the boat when you're in your box? Were you walking? You walk on the box over your head?
Haven't you seen Solid?
On the boat.
Glimmet hides in his box, and some monkeys they'll be thumping on the box and things. Curious by, but they can't get at your toys on there. The DC of this
Where have I
check.
got disadvantage?
Armor.
Probably
Yeah,
is
your
on-
armor might be giving you a disadd on deck saves.
Is it? Am I still prone?
Oh no. Yeah, Pro might be doing it.
Are you wearing plate armor?
No.
No, okay.
He's got prone and restrained on him.
Okay. Well,
So keep the 9 in. Well, I don't know which wall do they roll
No.
in.
Try again.
Yeah, roll it again if you want, Obi.
no, you only got 10. That's
Well, you need a DC 12, or
honest.
Pig in hell.
okay,
Even worse.
you lose
I'm
a.
sticking.
What? You
Just say I'm
lose.
sticking near Barlin.
Okay, you stick near Barlin. So anybody who got last who didn't get 12 on their dexterity saving throw, which is just.
Yeah, Sana only got an 11.
So Sana and Lionel, you both lose. Well, it just says lose a useful item. I mean, you could try and attack these things if you want, but you'll lose something.
There's a question.
Useful,
Can I?
grabbable.
I've got my bonus action. I can pickpocket. Can I pickpocket the thing at Lionel loose off the damn monkey?
You can indeed try. What are you losing, Lionel? You can try
Let me have a quick look.
and then Sana, if you want to have a look, I'll let you pick something that could be grabbed, I guess. And
Well, she's got a dagger, so that would be on her belt somewhere.
okay, yeah. It grabs a
can I-
dagger off you.
Can I use Intimidate to sort of try to keep them off for a moment while we paddle away?
Trying to work out what this is.
Yeah, sure. If you want to chuck me an intimidate roll.
My mace.
Oh, crap.
I'm finding out where the stupid ability I've got that makes me able to their fits.
So Did you say mace? Have you got anything smaller than that? It's probably a bit large for him. Oh, you got loads of things it
I
could
think
pay.
everything's in my backpack though.
Oh, they go in that. The monkeys, the little
Oh, okay.
little buggers, aren't they? The land's going everywhere and flap down. And
My signet ring.
okay, yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
nice
it's
and
not going to have
shiny.
much effect out here, but it is quite personal to me, obviously. And
There
Yeah.
you go.
So
I
it's
don't-
going to get a whiz save against your sleight of hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it got it. Bye.
Basically, you have a bit of a tussle. It'll get a signet ring out of your backpack, start flying off. Balin will go and grab it, and he has a bit of a tug of war match with this flying monkey. But the monkey manages to get away. It looks like they're professional thieves. These monkeys.
Come back, teach me all you know.
After they've done that, the rest of you pass the dexterity. You manage to sort of fight them off, and they will continue onwards, flying and fly away at that. After you're sort of shouting at them and paddling away, you'll manage to get away from them. So those of you that lost things, if you knock those items off, sorry about that.
is that it? Lost?
What
Oh,
did Santa lose?
I thought I was going to be able to get it back.
Well, unless you want to, I mean, you can try and shoot the monkey or something. I don't know if you want, but otherwise they're flying off for the signet ring.
I don't have a ranged weapon.
Sorry, it's a sort of
Stop
subject.
rubbing it in.
Well, you could, I don't know.
Oh, you can make it your personal quest to hunt down a flying monkey with a ring.
That particular flying monkey.
Yeah, you could.
Damn it. Oh, well.
They are unfortunately harder to track for being flying.
No, it's fine. It's gone. Thank you.
Keeping an
Bob.
eye on the
Try it.
skies. Paddle.
Okay, and you paddle.
I've redone my thing for Barlin, myself, and Undrill. So each gained 5 hit points back again, or temporary hit points. I did that earlier when he was doing his cutting open of the crocodile.
Onwards.
So you just need to make a quick note or something.
Okay. Do I need to make a new navigation check?
Flying monkey has a ring.
No, you've done a good one for today. So you'll continue on. You can move your token one more hex along there, and you'll manage to find somewhere to camp.
I hope that monkey doesn't start pretending to be me and doing bad things in my name, saying, "Look, I am Lionel. Look, I have his ring."
Lionel Monkey Dawn.
That's funny in the chat.
Oh, can these understand me?
They're monkeys.
No.
Well, I don't know. They can identify things and steal them. Can they
They are
understand me?
monkeys. I do not think they
Shut up.
understand you. I'm
Yes,
the
they do.
nature expert. They're monkeys.
He's going to try and pass himself off as me. He must be able to speak common language. I want to command him to come back and give it me.
Commander.
You will return my ring. Is there anyone I can command?
Yourself.
Well, you could have commanded the goblins.
Yeah, he was out of range. Damn it. I tried to. Could never see him. He was never in my line of sight.
I pat you on the shoulder and I say, "Don't you worry. Someday you'll be useful and command an army."
Thank you.
All right.
I
So
hope so.
that night you managed to find somewhere to camp, and I'll have encounter rolls from you. You think that the next day you will reach Camp Vengeance. As you're pitching up camp, the heavens open and the rain begins to lash down around you, cutting visibility quite dramatically.
I will put up the rain catcher.
Oh, good idea.
So is this free dice 20s again? Did you say?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Santa does one, I do one, and then Lionel does one. We do it in the rotations, be easier.
Okay.
Go on, Lionel.
Logo.
Oh,
Yes.
You know who got an 18?
Yep.
Out of the water comes Mummy Crocodile.
Undead crocodile with no skin.
No head.
A really well skinned crocodile comes out of the water.
Which ghost crocodile?
Little
Oh.
dice in the background there.
Alright, you set up camp for the night. Let me have a look at the watch here.
We've got a watch on the party sheet somewhere.
You have. Okay, so somebody roll me a D. There's no 2 on here.
Yeah, I don't know. Violona and Warbling are together, but I'm not sure. Are they supposed to be?
I don't know why I'm with 0.
Is it 4 orders? Yeah, we want. Glimmet can see in the dark, so we want somebody who can see in the dark as number 2.
I can
Because
see
1
the
and
dark.
4
That'd be
are
Berlin.
the ones. Which is why Warbling's 1, because he can't see in the dark and I can't see in the dark. So we want the ones where it's
So I must
getting
be
dark and getting light.
I must be 2 then.
Yep.
I have no idea why I'm 0 with Sana.
Santa's doing all the work.
Can you make me 2?
Yeah, I don't go in the watch
please?
because I have to do the foraging and food prep and everything else.
Can you make me number 2, please, on the watch order?
Can we not do it ourselves?
Oh, I double clicked on everything and nothing happened.
Yeah, I think I need to do it, sadly. So we've got Valena and Warbling
Violona, I think.
sharing.
Is it or not?
Sorry, go
What?
ahead.
I was just going to say take Violona off then and just have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
We need the cleric healing and getting their spells back.
That's a good idea. So we need the cleric so much in this game so far.
Oh, Glimmet.
Mate.
Okay, so this is where your extra long see in the dark thing is going to come in handy. You're camped by the river and you're on your watch in the middle of the night. You're just about getting used to this jungle now. It's just full of weird noises. There are growls and snarls and things screaming, and apparently all that is quite natural. Sana will have probably told you this is normal jungle sounds, so it's actually quite difficult to keep watch because there's stuff everywhere. You know, you'll get eyes looking at you out of the darkness. You'll be able to see various like small furry animals and lizards and all kinds of things looking at you. However, you notice down the river it is a good way away. Well, you'll see it at the end of your field of vision, which is going to be useful for this. Your vision goes
120, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, he's
120.
he's got double mine, so yeah.
Oh, this is really handy. It'll help you. Okay, so 120 feet away, you can see coming down the river towards you is a funny look. There's a lot of mist around normally, but this is like a really dark blue mist. It doesn't look natural. It's like crawling towards you with sort of tendrils. It's moving fairly slowly, probably about 5 feet every 6 seconds. But you get to see it a decent way away. It's actually quite a large area. It's quite a small area of 20 foot.
Quite large. No, it's not. It's quite small.
Okay, so what do you do?
Do I know what it is? Is it covered by Arcana?
Arcana roll, please, sir.
Roll high.
It is unusual, but
Roll that high.
+6 he's got on that. I'll give you the DC 10 actually. It is. You've heard tales of this in the cursed jungles of Chult. It is known as, or could be known as, Mad Monkey Mist. It is a mist which is arcane or perhaps negative energy in nature. It drifts through camps. You've heard tales of camps being wiped out by it. As it comes into contact with people, or people exposed to the mist, actually develop a disease called mad monkey fever. Now, mad monkey fever, according to the tales you've heard of, essentially sends people insane. They pick up random madnesses, could be anything from sort of paranoia to phobias, lots of unusual psychotic side effects, basically.
And where we're camped, it will engulf us.
If it carries on the direction it's going, it's unusual. It's such a wide jungle, but this thing looks like it's coming for you, straight towards you, creeping slowly.
Did I know roll high enough to know whether it will pursue us, or is it simply travel in a line and anything? If we simply step aside, we'll avoid it.
With the DC roll, you're not sure. You've just heard tales of people being consumed by some crazy blue mist, which sends them insane.
All right, I'll hasten about and start jabbing people in the ribs and getting them to wake up. Wake up, wake up! There's some mist coming. It's doing us no good at all. We should move.
Where is it coming from? I can't see anything.
It's out there in the darkness. I can assure you it will not be a pleasant experience. If it covers us, we should avoid it.
What do you suggest we do then?
Well, I'm not exactly sure if it'll seek us out, but we can see whether we can hide from it or move away as far as possible.
It's a mist. Why would it be like what? It just moves with the wind, right?
It's magical nature. It's propelled by its own stream. Desires, I suppose.
Hi, Jack.
We should move then.
Wow.
Well, that means we're going to have to move into the jungle away from our boats.
That's not a problem. Just stay close.
Sounds like a problem.
This is very
I'll
dark.
light a torch from the embers of the fire.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, from the embers of fire, you light yourself a torch to help guide your path, and you step away from the safety of your camp then and move into the jungle.
Yeah, going at a sort of a perpendicular course to the direction Glimmet indicated the mist was coming from.
Okay, because you've got plenty of time now, you'll be able to get everybody up and move to the side, and those of you with they get close enough, even those with sort of 60-foot dark vision, I guess, if you want to get that close, will see the mist ominously. It looks like it's crawling with tendrils across the ground, and it'll pass right over your camp. It'll seem to linger, loiter over your camp for about 5 minutes before moving onward. It seems to be sort of following the path of the river. It's heading northwards in the direction of Port Nyanzaru.
Could this have already been to, saying this to the others, could this have come from Vengeance, Camp Vengeance?
I suppose it could have done. It is coming from the correct direction, but
So if they are infected by what you say, Glimmet, is there a way we can heal them?
Or do we have to kill them all?
If they have this madness, then
How
they
do we
will not
tell if
be-
they're mad or not mad?
If they are unwelcoming of a fellow paladin, I would assume they are mad.
Well, they might just have heard of you.
What if they run up and give you big hugs and kisses?
Then it's a normal day at the office.
Let's get back on the boat since it's gone past.
Do we need to warn Port Navubu?
It's too far away and we'd have to go chasing after it. I'm not going to chase
It is
after
over 6 days away. The likelihood of it traveling all the way upriver, or it may do, but
Okay. I do not know these mysterious.
Lures?
Uh,
What? did I get a chance to see it, or was it always in the darkness for human vision?
It always, from where Glimmet was guiding you, I imagine he was keeping you far away. It depends, it's up to you guys. Did you want to try and get closer to it?
Oh,
I just want Glimmet to describe it to me in case I've got an idea of what it might be.
Yeah, I'll describe it to you.
How would you even go about fighting a thing like that?
a blue mist.
You just blow a lot of wind at it, I guess. Get a big fan.
Big fan? Windblast spell?
I've got 2 fans with me.
Sanny, you'll have heard similar tales that Glimmet's heard of camps of explorers being going mad after a strange mist, and certainly in the camp. Not many people know that much about the mist here, so you don't know a great deal more, but it certainly is magical and rather evil in nature. They first started appearing around about the time when the jungle became cursed with undead.
I will, Sana will then profusely thank Glimmet, as she wholeheartedly believes that he has just saved every single last one of us. We are up now. Shall we forego any more rest? We should be able to get to Camp Vengeance before dawn.
I think we took a long rest before we get on the boat again.
Yep, I've just given you a long rest, so you can indeed continue onwards. You're probably about 15 miles or so away from Camp Vengeance, you reckon?
15 minutes?
15
Wow.
miles?
I think we need to get there and see what state it's
Let's
in.
go faster. Let's get it in 15 minutes. 1 mile a minute. Go.
Alright. Sana, you guide the sufficiently. It's a little bit challenging in places. There are quite a few tributaries, and there's sort of flooded areas here where the river doesn't really look like a river. It looks more like a sort of flooded forest kind of thing. So it's picking a direct path's a little tricky through it, but you manage it because you're good at this sort of thing.
Can't get lost except by magical means. We always get there. Might take a lot longer. I'm never lost.
Always know where you are, and
I will
I
bore
need to put a
everyone
new
with my
day on.
speech as always until they feel
Inspired.
Inspire us with boredom.
Yes. You will enjoy my speeches.
And at just past midday on the next day, you reach what you hope is Camp Vengeance.
Approach cautiously. Send the owl in to look first.
Through the foliage, you see a crude timber fortification, a walled compound with watchtowers and tents inside it, encircled by a ditch bristling with shortened stakes. A large gatehouse faces the river, on the shore of which are 4 rowboats tied to a wooden post. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies. You can see people on the in the watchtowers. You can see the silhouettes of people outlined there. I'll share a map with you.
Undrill, it would seem some of your fellows have survived.
But they're all dead.
Cool.
No.
It's a better camp than the last one I fought.
We're seeing all them burnt corpses and human corpses and flies and
think those are probably the remnants of undead.
Are we not coming from the north?
Yeah, don't think it matters.
Okay.
Yeah, you are technically actually. The map's should be upside down, shouldn't it? One second.
No, that's right, because it's on
No,
the
it's
it's
on
on
the
the
correct
western
side.
bank. It's on the right bank.
Oh, okay.
It's according to the player map chart pinned. It's on the correct map side. But yeah, we'd be coming from that direction.
Okay, so yeah, if we move you up to the top.
Row the boats up to the beach.
Okay, you row the boats up to the beach. There doesn't appear to be, there's no one guarding the boats or anything, but you do see people in the watchtower, in the gatehouse. Silhouettes there.
Santa keeps her head down and lets the paladin and the cleric do the talking.
Okay, and do you approach the gatehouse?
Has the owl flown up over the walls, or at least so it can see over the walls? Just is that possible to ask Limit for it to do that? Just so it can have a see inside.
Okay. I think we've been spotted anyway. But
Just so, is it a bloodbath inside there? Is it just look like there's general goings on? You know, not that we're going to hide. It's just, do we approach as friends, or do we approach with swords drawn, etc.?
it will fly over and report back.
Okay, the owl gives a flyover, and so it's probably quite good. I've revealed the interior of the map because it looks like that. There's lots of tents around. However, inside, the owl probably won't like it much. There's certainly no trees or anything nice to sit in, and there's a lot of mud and pools of festering mosquito bitten water in there. It basically looks like a really muddy, disease-ridden hole dump.
Any
It's a,
movement of people?
Yeah,
it tells me they're suffering, but alive.
Okay, we'll approach with Undrill, because it's Undrill we're bringing, isn't it? So we'll approach with Undrill towards the front and hail the garrison.
the a spear will point down towards you, Lionel, and a voice will call out, "Who goes there? Identify yourselves."
I am Lionel Daw, Paladin of Helm. I have come with Undrill,
Silver Tusk.
Cleric of Helm also. She has come on important mission on behalf of your... Did she come on behalf of
Yeah, Order of the Gauntlet, yeah.
them, Order of the Gauntlet? See, we come as friends, sort of like hands showing that there's not holding weapons or anything. Shield still on me, arm as all it always is, but we wish entry to speak to your good selves.
Oh, great, just what I need. 10 minutes I'll get off work. 10 minutes, and somebody else changed shift with me, and I've got to deal with this.
You can just show us to your commander.
He
Don't know if they have commanders, sorry.
calls down, none can open the gates, only the officer, without the permission of an officer. I'll have to get an officer.
And please be quick.
You'll see, he looks like generally a bit put out. There's some grumbling going on up there, and he disappears. There's a couple more figures who sort of look at you rather suspiciously as you stand in front of the wooden palisade. Around the place, as you're standing outside, you catch the stench of it. It doesn't smell good. You can see it looks like they've been using the palisade as a latrine, in effect, off the side of the guard towers. You can see there's basically just all muck excrement down the side of it. The place stinks and is horrible.
They have certainly brought the worst of the city to the jungle.
They do not seem to be taking care of themselves as I wish they would.
So, we've brought you to your friends. Is that our mission over with then?
Well, we're not inside yet, and I think we could all do with, well, some kind of a rest.
Plenty of rest. You think you want to rest in there? From what you're describing, it sounds like a disease about to happen.
Undril says, well, thank you. I understand if you do not wish to continue. You have certainly earned the canoes and have helped me get this far. But of course, I'm sure the commander here would be happy to provide lodging for you and somewhere comfortable to sleep.
I just need to restock on ammunition, but I would like the opportunity to do so.
Alright, so after about 5 minutes the door will creak open, they'll take off a big heavy bar off it. Warblin and Lionel, probably being more militant types, you'll notice that the fort is actually really well built, despite the fact of the dirtiness of it. You've got big solid trees there's an outer layer of spikes which wouldn't be very good against human assailants, but if there's anything larger, say dinosaurs, undead T-Rex, they'd most probably get skewered on them. However, Dwarfy, with your natural engineering stuff, Barlin, you think that those spikes sticking out of the embankment are a daft idea, because it's actually blocking the drainage of the camp. It's sort of difficult for the water to drain away from the rest of it. As the door swings open, there's a large large mustachioed man in full plate. He bears the symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet emblazoned upon his breastplate, and in a large booming voice he says, "Greetings, greetings, you have come with a missive for me, I believe."
I will greet him, probably reach in to get my signature in, and then curse as I can't find it. Show him the symbol on my shield, because that's the symbol of Helm as well, and my family, and then introduce Undril.
Undril, yes, I heard your name. I believed you were coming, and you all must have escorted her here. Thank you very much for this service. The Order of the Gauntlet extends its hospitality to you. Please, come in. We need to shut the gates as soon as possible. This place is cursed. It's not safe.
You appear to be quite... The disease seems to be quite well spread within this camp. Are you sure you are looking after yourselves properly?
We're fine. We're fine. To his side, there is another person who looks grim, and sort of she nods. Shakes her head slightly at his words. You can tell she perhaps doesn't agree with his assessment of the situation here.
Perhaps there is something we can do to help with your camp. We have some skill in, well, curing disease. Do we? I don't know if we do.
I'm not going to be shoveling shit.
It's true.
Warblin likes to shovel shit.
I'm not.
Talks enough of it.
if any of you are indeed skilled in the healing arts, as you have mentioned, we do have a problem with disease here. Mad monkey fever, throat leeches, some people delirious. They're in the hospital tents, which are the circular ones. He'll point.
Did you say float leeches?
Throat leeches, yeah, oh, terrible things they are if you get them. Yeah, I've had quite a few men die of them. Pern says Pern is the female lieutenant with him, female Tetherian. She says we have many of our clerics working hard to remedy the disease, but it's so difficult. Any assistance would be gladly received.
We'll follow them in and hope that one of the clerics can actually do any of these things.
Do you all go in?
For now.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Santa
point
does.
of not walking anywhere near mosquitoes, piles of poo, and infected people.
There's not actually any piles of poo inside the camp as such. It looks like they've basically been, you leaning over the wall and using that for a toilet. There are latrines which you'll spot at the northwest corner. However, they appear to have sort of sunk into the mud, and they're all leaning, and they are sitting in a pool of water and general urine. Around the place here, there's just puddles everywhere, and there's mosquitoes crawling around the place. Does not look healthy in here at all.
Do you have any blessing that's called Kill Mosquito blessing?
Well, you can deal with it simply by removing the standing water.
Have you got a spell that can remove standing water? Can you God give you whatever it is the people say in these words?
Can't
They know-
purify the standing water.
Oh yeah, do that. That'll make it. That'll annoy them mosquitoes.
Don't know. Do they like pure water? I suppose
know.
it would get rid of. If it's pure water for us to drink, then I suppose the mosquitoes.
It is a reason for the water to be removed.
Purify the water. Sana's pet will drink all the water, and then
Jade is tiny. She
Water.
cannot possibly drink all that water. You could drink more of it than she can.
Do they have buckets, or can you dig some sort of channel for the water to drain out?
That is probably the best way of dealing with it, but talk to the woman just very quickly. Is there a quartermaster here? I have some items of trade that you may find useful.
A quartermaster, yes, we do. It's the big central tent here. Serves as a command tent and among other things.
By the way, I asked her to repeat all of that because midway through her conversation there was a loud ding from nowhere.
Was there?
Yeah, because Sana, Glimmet, and Warblin. Ding!
Oh,
Yeah.
well done. That was me giving you the X for completing the mission to bring
Okay.
to bring
It was
Undrill
like,
here.
what was that? We'll come back and deal with it
Level
in a minute.
4,
but-
yeah, cool.
no two things.
And I think on that merry note, which is the nicest note to end on, I think
No, it's not.
it is the ding note. I think we'll leave it there and pick it up next week with some role playing within the camp.
We will catch you up in your dings.
You will do. You're about 400 XP away.
Yeah, 304.
Who's not dinged?
because there's people that haven't had scenarios.
Yeah.
We've only literally it's by 9 XP with just Ding, so it's not by a lot.
The others will be not further. Oh, so yeah, 9 XP. It has Glimmet's gone up, hasn't he? Yeah. And Warbling.
Yeah.
Yay! You're
I
fourth
think
level.
Do I need to do anything to?
Vilona's still stealing our XP as well, I notice.
Just drag your whatever it is onto your skill, and it gives you all the bonuses, and then it'll come up with a thing if you get any extra choices.
In English, that means if you drag your class fighter to your fighter
Wow, I just did.
thing, it'll do it for you.
In English, God, that's so insulting.
I'm sorry. You were trying to be helpful as well, and snubbed. You were snubbed.
And you'll be pleased to know that the least